Yo, what up? Welcome to Mo Boxing No Problem. I'm Jose Martinez Jr. And today we got a special guest. We got pro boxer Brandon Moore. How's it going,
Yeah,
Brandon?
going well, baby. Getting ready for my fight next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend. So, I'm excited. Top rank debut. So, it's time to show the world what's going on, really.
Let's go. Let's go. Well, thank you so much, Brandon. Appreciate you making the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you for
Uh,
having me.
First question we got for you. I'm sure you get asked this all the time, and it's how did you get into boxing?
How did I get into boxing, man? I used to be 300 pounds. So, yeah, I used to be a big boy. I played basketball. I stopped playing basketball. I got up to 300 pounds, 350 pounds. And I called my coach from my job, and he basically told me, yeah, I told him, hey, I want to lose some weight. I really want to become a boxer. He was like, yeah, that's what everybody says. He said, I'll see you at the gym on Monday. And he just hung up the phone. And then literally, that sounds crazy. Then I walked in on Monday and I started training. And I legit just started doing it every day, you feel me? And then that was pretty much it. I just applied that basketball work ethic to the boxing and then, figured it out.
That's awesome. You got in shape, and now you're making a career out of it.
For real, for real, for real. I've been beating ass. I've been whooping ass lately, for real.
Yeah. Let's go back to your amateur career. What were some of your major accomplishments from back then?
All right, so I only been boxing for 5 years. You feel me? Total.
Hmm.
So I was an amateur for like 2 or 3 years. So my first year, I won my Sugar Bird. Went to Golden Gloves. I won a national on Eastern qualifiers. So I won all that. So I got a qualifier under my belt. I went to the Olympic qualifiers. I got bronze, which I thought I got first. I mean, I should have got first, but the better guys got me. Jamar Talley got me. Um, but um, but yeah, man. I mean, I pretty much got all the accolades that you would need for any of all the pro boxers. I got a national tournament under my belt. I got 40 Golden Glove under my belt. So, I went to the qualifiers.
Nice. And you're an athlete in general. I saw that in college you played basketball, if I'm not mistaken, and you're
Yeah.
even kind of named the freshman of the year for the Sun Conference.
Oh, you
But
seen that?
I seen that.
Teddy boys, man. Yeah, I'm nice. I'm nice.
Did my research. Did my research. Did you ever consider a career in the NBA instead of boxing?
Man, so I was thinking of that, man. That was really was my first plan. Like I played basketball my whole life, and I went to school, and I transferred and ended up going to a school in Milwaukee, which is a bigger school. And then I had some chances to go overseas, and I was like, you know what? I'm not sure if I really want to do that. I don't even know why I stopped. I just stopped playing ball and just came back home. And then once I came back home, I kind of just didn't know what to do. I was kind of like, what am I going to do? All my brothers are athletes. So it was like I had to figure something out, and then I found the gym. Got lucky, found the gym.
Yep, yep. And then you made your pro debut in boxing on February 2020. What were your emotions heading to your first pro fight? Were there any nerves?
Definitely was nervous. Like before every fight, I'm like, dang, I really always I was like, damn, what if I get knocked the hell out of this fight? I always
Mm.
think that. I think it's a pretty like it's a joke to me because like that's just you gotta always ask yourself that question, like what's gonna happen? Like you get those feelings. But then once I get in there, I'm like a different guy, and then I'm trying to do it to you. And then first fight, I knocked that dude out. That was a crazy night. Did you see that knockout
No, I didn't see that one. Is it on YouTube?
on YouTube?
All
That
right.
man got knocked. And my first fight was a southpaw. I think he was 2-1. Hit him with that left hook. He went to sleep. He went to sleep.
Oh man, I have to see that. I have to see that
They,
for sure.
he broke his leg. Like I hit him in like his leg, his knee broke. So yeah, I know. Sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
then I want to talk about your fight with Curtis Harper. I saw that was originally, a one-sided decision win for you, but then they later changed that to a no contest. What was the reason for the no contest?
It was pro bellum and management was going on, so that was kind
Mm,
of one. Yeah, 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 yeah. So pro bellum, they went out of, they're out of there. So that whole thing happened. So I mean, that was kind of that situation. Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Because I was googling and couldn't find it, but it makes sense now that you mentioned pro bellum. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah. But they
Yeah,
got some good fights, and I was not. Hey, did you like that fight? That was a good fight, right?
that's a good fight. Good fight.
That was a good. I tell people all the time. Every one of my fights, if you watch them, something freaking crazy happened. Either it's the highlight reel knockout, I got cut and I'm bleeding like I'm on Rocky, and I'm dancing. To keep hitting her with these moves, like it's crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah, and now you're with one of the best promoters in the fight game, Top Rank.
AC,
You signed that multi-year deal this past August.
yes.
Were you considering any other offers? And then ultimately, what were your reasons for signing with Top Rank?
Considering any other offers, no, because like if you look at it, every world champion that ever was a world champion, they went through Top Rank. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So it gives me more consistency. It gets me in like the world tournament, like on Dragon Ball Z. Like, well, I'm gonna be fighting all the best guys now. So
Hmm.
I've been in there with the best guys, but now it's now it's for those chips. You know what I'm saying? So, was I did other people want me? Yeah, other people were interested, but after my last fight, they saw what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I got
Oops. I think you froze, Brandon.
power in both hands. Yeah, you good?
Yeah, we good. I think you just froze for a minute, but I think we're good now.
Did you hear all of that though?
No, you think you said after your last fight, people are gonna be hesitant because you sure you got power in both hands.
Yeah, I have power.
Oh,
Yeah, people they were hesitant, but now like I got to show them that I got power in both hands. I mean, Top Rank's the best promotion and for boxing in the world. So I mean, that's really. I'm excited that they gave me the shot. I don't know if people are excited when they get signed with Top Rank, but me, like, I'm extremely excited to show like my skill set, man. I'm telling you, it's something new that the heavyweights can't bring. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a fresh breath of air. Like, it's not boring. Sit there and hit you the hardest. It's boring. It's boxing you and hitting you, and my style is gonna be. People are gonna like it. I'm telling you.
yeah, and as we mentioned that it's on the show, your next fight scheduled for November 4th in Lake Tahoe, and that's gonna be your top ranked debut. What can fans expect to see from you?
Man, they're gonna get to see electric, man. They're gonna get to see me throw that jab. They're gonna get to really see me throw that jab. Like, people underestimate the jab, but when they see me throw it, they're gonna be like, damn, that's a beautiful fucking jab. That's what they're gonna say, man. I mean, and I know people are like, oh, like he got the right hand. And yeah, I knocked my last guy out with the right hand or whatnot. But what people didn't see was I was tagging this man in the first round with some nasty jabs. It was like getting hit with 20 rocks in a sock. Like, bah! So, he was, I mean, that's really what I'm excited for. Like, there's no jab in the heavyweight game. I got the best one. So when you see how it looks, or it looks like I'm just painting some dude's face up, and then it's work, I mean, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So that's me.
Nah, it's gonna be like an artist in the ring with that jab.
I'm telling you, paying him. I'm telling you this. Yes, yes.
Awesome, awesome. And has your opponent been picked for November 4th? Or
Robert Sims.
Robert Sims?
Robert,
What can you tell us about him?
I got a lot of respect for him. He's I think 13-3, but his last five fights he beat a 20-0.
Mm,
Then the fight before that he won that he was supposed to lose. So like he's not coming in here trying to lose. Like he's coming on a four win streak. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
he coming to get his paycheck. I mean, but I just don't think he can keep up with me. Like that's I mean, I'm not even I mean, he's basically getting that he's getting paid to lose. And even though he won his last four fights, I'm beating that ass when I see him.
There you go. And then what will be your dream venue to headline one day?
Dream venue, bro, New York, Madison Square Garden.
Ooh, nice.
Like, yeah, like I don't even like Vegas is cool, but if you do Madison Square Garden, bro, you're a different level.
It's iconic. Yeah.
For
Yeah,
real.
that's a good one. And then now switching gears to dream opponent. There's someone you would want to share the ring with one day?
Man, a dream opponent. I mean, as in like the older guys or just anybody like the younger guys, or what you mean?
Yeah, like maybe like any of the older guys.
Okay, dream opponent. I mean, if I could really ever like fight him, like I mean, it would be Evander Holyfield. You
Mm,
feel what I'm saying? If that right there, it would go up because you gotta fight. Like
yeah.
there is no okay, you boxing him and it's not gonna be a war. Like he's gonna make it that, and then you gotta see how you can dig in and get that work in. So like mine would be Evander. Like them older dudes, those older heavyweights are a little bit different, man. Riddick Bowe, them dudes are different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure. And now talking on the younger guys, now that you were top rank, top rank does have a great stable of heavyweight boxers. Outside of yourself, who would you say is the best top rank heavyweight?
That's out of myself, man. Man, I don't even want to say it because people talk about him too much. And I don't want to be that guy.
I respect
So,
that.
feel me? Like, I'm not even. I mean, the people know what they want to see. After I keep busting, they got every heavyweight in top rank. So now, like, there isn't any network problems or anything like that. Like, the fights can easily be made. You know what I'm saying? So all the heavyweight stable is about to get to that work. Like and Jarlov too, man. Like I see Jarlov over there. Like we got Jarlov too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be able to make that fight happen one day. And I think I'm better than the whole stable. So like, and when I see them, I just want them to know that. Like I would think I'm better than the whole entire stable. So I'm gonna have to pick each one off, each one at a time.
Yeah, I mean that's another great reason for signing with Top Rank because there's gonna be
Easy.
no network issues.
Feel me? Like imagine I get to you get to really talk the shit now because
Mhm.
now the fight's gotta happen.
Yep.
So the dudes that are winning are gonna be the dudes that are fighting. You feel me? So that's what I'm about, man.
Yeah, and now speaking of like some of the older guys in sport, some of the boxing heavyweight stars, you sparred top heavyweights like Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Luis Ortiz, just to
Yeah,
name a few. What were those experiences sparring with them?
shit, man, real monsters, bro. Like you really realize like boxing is a character, a whole bunch of characters. You know what I'm saying? And each one of the characters have a different superpower. Like Deontay got that right hand. You know what I'm saying? So like he looks at boxing like, yeah, okay, well you might be able to box, but I got this right here. And if he hits you with it, that's just the way of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Fury that's real, tactical. Ortiz is just a smart dude. I mean, this dude's been doing this probably his whole life, and you could just tell, like when I was in there with him, it was like he knows each step. It's real deal chess type thing. So I mean, it's definitely pressure on the mind. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys are they're doing more than just boxing. They're thinking in there. So like it's a higher level of work, man. It's definitely a higher level of work, and you gotta appreciate it when you're in there. You gotta appreciate it.
Nice. You feel like you were like kind of leveling up every time you're sparring with them?
Oh yeah, I thought. I mean, you know me. If you ask me, I thought it was pretty even. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Might have even been my way a little bit more than theirs, if you ask me, because I don't think I could lose. But you know, yeah, man, I definitely leveled up. Like just learning how to deal with like boxing is way more than just the boxing. It's
Yep.
also like who you are outside of the ring. You know what I'm saying? So they just kind of like guiding me, telling me like who you got to be, how to entertain. Like don't try to be anybody that you're not. You get what I'm saying? So there's more of those type of things, if you ask me.
Oh, awesome. And then I think I kind of know the answer to this one, but who's the hardest puncher you've been in the ring with?
Hardest puncher I've been in the ring with, bro. Well,
And that's sparring or a pro fight.
Fargo pro fight. Well, pro fight. I mean, I'm gonna be real. Deontay hit pretty hard. He hit me with a right uppercut, and you feel me? He hit me with a right uppercut, and I was like, damn, like you can't get hit with that right hand, like at all. Like and it brushed me. So I mean, I would definitely say Deontay for sure.
Right.
But yeah,
Definitely. And then who was your favorite boxer growing up?
Apollo Creed, my boy.
There you go.
Apollo, bro. If you didn't watch Rocky 1 or 2, you just didn't get to see Apollo slaying. My jab is really like that. When Apollo had that afro and he was circling Rocky, making his head pop back, that was me. That was me. I'm telling you, man, that's beautiful to me, man. So, I mean, I always tell people like Apollo, but real boxer, I'm gonna go with I like Evander, man. I like Evander just because his work rate, grind dog, but the people love him. You know what I'm saying? I like the whole picture of him. And Larry Holmes. Larry
Mm,
Holmes is probably like my secret favorite, but then it's Evander for sure. Yeah.
can't go wrong with either.
And
Now, present day, who do you consider to be the number one pound for pound fighter today?
number one, Terrence Crawford, bro.
Terence Crawford. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't like, yeah. He's been in there. He got longevity. He got the knockouts. He got the fights. He's really just, I mean, like, yeah. When they jab, he really is the best for a pound for pound for real. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Especially after that performance with Spence. That was whew, no
Real.
one's not a lot of people saw that coming.
Nobody did. I mean, my coach did. He was telling me
Mhm.
like he's gonna do that to him. But everybody says that. But yeah, man, it was a
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
was a
there's
good
definitely some people got it right. I was like, man, people need to buy lotto tickets.
for real. Yeah, for real. Like, shut up, man. Go kill him.
So for the next section, I actually want to ask you about some matchups in the sport of boxing. These are either confirmed or rumored. And I want to just pick your brain. Let me know who you think will win. If they're too close to call, you can say 50-50 or you can pass.
Okay, okay,
All
okay.
right. First one I want to ask you about is the upcoming Tyson Fury fight with Francis Ngannou. I know it's kind of boxing versus MMA, but do you see
Yeah.
that going any other way besides Tyson Fury winning?
Nah, man. Tyson's gonna win. Honestly, just out of boxing skill and knowing how to move in the ring and knowing how to go rounds. I mean, he's a professional boxer, so and the dude's fighting him, so yeah, Tyson's gonna get that easy.
Yeah. So now let me ask you about someone that actually is a real boxer. Usyk versus Tyson Fury. How do you see that one playing out?
That's extremely 50-50. It really, that's 50-50. But I mean, I
50-50?
might say Usyk, but I mean, it could go either way. It just depends on who comes in shape, I mean, yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, that's kind of 50-50 for real.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, for sure. Next one, Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua.
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder. All right,
Deontay Wilder.
stoppage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's gonna be something. There's gonna be an explosion somewhere for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's great.
And then the last one I want to ask you about would be Terence Crawford versus Earl Spence 2 at 154.
Easy word for Crawford. Easy,
All
easy.
right.
Yeah,
All
to
right.
move with him. I gotta do the electric slide, and Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence can't. That's it.
There you go. Coming back to you, Brandon, what are some things you like to do outside of boxing? Some of your interests and hobbies?
Interesting hobby. Well, I got puppies. I breed Crescent Canaries. Been doing that for like the last 3 years. So those are like 200-pound dogs. So I got that going. I also run a nonprofit, man. I got 135 employees that basically what I do is I invest in people. That's my mission statement. But really what it is, it was for, those families that just kind of need a little bit extra right now. So
Yep.
as of right, the world is where it's at. Finances are, things are getting more expensive, but pay is kind of staying the same. So I was kind of going through that in my career because I took a year off because I mean coming from I had an injury, so I took a year off and it kind of I saw the people struggling, so I started on this nonprofit, Lifting Higher Incorporated, and we pretty much send people to venues and 135 people where they're able to work to getting paid $20 an hour and get paid and be able to help families and whatnot.
That's awesome. My respects for you.
Yeah, 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 for sure. So that's really what that's my main thing. So like the Tampa Bay Bucks, I'm sponsored with. I mean, I work with them. I work with Emily Arena. I work with the Orlando Magic. So those are, I mean, just people that I'm in cahoots with. I used to, I went to college. I graduated with my accounting and finance degree, so I'm a numbers guy. You feel me? So
Mhm.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure that comes in handy in boxing.
Yeah, it does, bro. It does. These dudes, yeah, man. These guys never looked at a stat sheet before. They never looked at the numbers. But I really just be playing them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
And those,
yep.
if they see this, I know they're probably gonna hate me because I'm like, yeah, I'm better than you because I'm smarter than you. But I'm sorry. That's what I think.
Speaking of kind of using your smarts, what's the best piece of advice you would give someone who's thinking about going pro and making a career out of boxing?
Man, bro. Oh, well, here's the other part, right? So you have to be smart, right? But after being smart, you have to dedicate your time to boxing. So if you say you want to be a boxer, then you have to be okay with saying I'm about to grind for 5 years straight. Like
Hmm.
no days off, like no saying like no, you're dedicating your life, like you're changing your whole lifestyle to be a boxer. So if you're not ready to do that, if you're gonna give excuses that you don't have the money and all these things, then you probably shouldn't be. You probably shouldn't go and do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I take that real personal, to me in general because I go really hard. I've dedicated my life to boxing and I see what it can do.
Yep.
So when people come and they say they want to do these things, I like to make sure like you know what it entails because people give you their word that they want to do certain things, but you got to like consistency, hard work, like you got to be able to do that. Like you can't say because this happened. Like no, well this needs to be just as important if you want to be a boxer.
Yep. Great
Yeah.
advice. And then for the last question, it's not really a question, Brandon. It's more so opening up the floor to you. What's the message you want to send to your fans and supporters?
Man, I'm gonna be a fresher breath there. I mean, a breath of fresh air for these fights, man. For these fighters, man. Like, there's not a heavyweight that can mess with me. Like, we can sign any contract. I'll take a little bit. Like, I'll do whatever it needs to take to make the fights happen. You know what I'm saying? But they got the best jab in the heavyweight division. Like, if you ask any of these heavyweights that know of me, if you ask anybody that knows of me that's have seen me at all, just one time, they'll amaze you. You feel me? It'll amaze you. They'll tell you like, yeah, he is the real deal. I mean, I'm different. I'm 5 years of boxing. I'm beating guys that have been boxing their whole life.
Mm,
So I mean, that tells you what it is, and that's been since the amateurs. So it's not like I fought all the competition. You know what I'm saying? So I want the people to know I got a chip on my shoulder. I talk this shit, and if somebody got a problem with it, just come and beat my ass. Like that's really what it comes down to. Like, I mean, I'm a heavyweight, so I feel like I'm the biggest and the baddest one. Like when I walk into any gym, I'm the heavyweight. So that means I'm beating up the biggest guys, and other guys can't beat them up. So that's basically what I'm telling you. So like that's just what it is. I mean, that's just the like who I am. Like I go hard at this boxing thing every day. I just worked out today. So I mean, I love it, man. It's a way that I'm able to express myself and have fun.
Well said, man. You sound like a real throwback fighter, Brandon. One of the best challenges. So we're excited to see you kind of bring this energy back to the heavyweight division.
Bro, big energy, man. I'm tired of these boring fights. I don't even watch heavyweight boxing. How boring these guys are. I mean, I watch myself, but
Mhm.
you feel me? But nah, but like yeah, I'm a move and groove, man. If you watch that Curtis Harper fight, you saw me moving and grooving, and you saw me hurt him in them later rounds. And you saw me, and it was supposed to go 2 more rounds, man. And that dude, and he headbutt me on purpose. I'm telling you, man. But I still came out and worked him, man. I'm telling you, man. Don't let me. And I'm telling these guys now. Once I beat your ass, I'm talking shit. So don't let me beat your ass if that's what you think you can do. Don't even get in the ring, but that's not how it goes.
Definitely. And everybody, make sure you tune in November 4th on ESPN for Brandon Moore's top ranked debut.
Yes, baby.
Bringing that energy to the heavyweight division. Don't miss it.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Yes, sir.
And Brandon, thank you so much for your time. It was great to talk boxing with you and get to know you a little bit better.
All right, my guy. We'll tap in.
All right, tap in for sure. We'll be tuning
For sure.
in. All
Later.
right, later.